what you have to work your way through the tanks on the side of Fnatic. Only the Lucian really with that mid-game. Whoa, no!
It's Vayne top!
Whoa, no, you didn't just...
Through that forced shot. That's not good.
He's got to flash out of here, you have to think. No real way for anyone to get near him. Flashes away from the captive audience. Here's Hylissang with a flash forward, though, and now Nukeduck tries to come up to help his support. The Guardian will proc, but eventually that is going to be a very dead Mithy, well out of position. Good stuff from Fnatic.
Yep, trying to get Agent Mithy out of the backline, but unfortunately too little
But maybe Cold will spot Broxah out here. He knows he's on the Wolves, has the blast gun, going to jump in. Broxah still has the flash if he can get away, but already Cold takes him. The Halo Blade's doing work in the jungle.
Exactly that. The amount of burst that came out from constantly lock her down, but they haven't been able to do that so far as Gano hanging around the bot side of the map.
Mithy locked up underneath, against the bush here, going to jump away, has the heal as well. Ignite ticking, not quite enough, but Reckless will flash forward for the kill. Patrick able to answer with some damage of his own, but it's not quite enough to chunk out anyone from Fnatic.
On the Raptors as well, the river entirely belongs to them. They have pressure in mid, very clean setup, and it results in an uncontested Drake.
And I agree, it's a beautiful setup from Origin, but it's over a Cloud Drake. You know,
He was worried that Whippo was going to land the Q at the very end, but he didn't even need to use it. Now Fari's in some serious trouble.
Broxah comes in the invis. There's the disdain. Now Fari going to fall. Fnatic pick up their third kill of the game.
The flash disdain combo from the Urgot coming out as well. If you do it correctly, it can actually initiate faster.
Towards the bot side of the map.
Cold's on his way down as well. There's the counter TP. Whippo in here. Nemesis as well. It looks like Mithy's the one to be caught out. Hylissang coming down as well. Mithy will be sacrificed for the team. Nukeduck still pushing in that mid lane, trying to take the tower as quickly as possible.
But Fnatic do keep their bot tier 1 alive. They were the most convincing bot lane of summer last splits. We'll see if they can return to form this split as Mithy once again caught out.
Fear on Death comes out, Curtain Call as well, but already they've turned it onto Hylissang. Mithy puts up the wall, Broxah having to run away, Nukeduck flashing forward, they're just going for this, the fight continues, here comes the hero's entrance, but can they save Broxah in time? Just about alive, Nemesis looking for the torp, but Nukeduck's just going to open up hell and put Silver Bolt after Silver Bolt into the back of the Galio. The turnaround from Whippo and Reckless takes down Patrick, puts him in his spot, and that is a great turnaround for Fnatic. Tower falls down towards the bottom lane, Alfari gets it, the fight continues as Whippo pushes forward, but I think Origin should get out alive.
And Nemesis managed to turn that fight around and Reckless finished it off. I actually think that was a great engage from the Galio to reposition himself.
Nukeduck now needs to be careful as Broxah makes his way up top side.
Broxah sneaking in behind Cold and Nukeduck. It would be a 3v2 if they take the fight. Maybe here comes the engage. Hylissang on Nukeduck. Nukeduck turns it onto Reckless straight away. Reckless done! He's gone! Now Broxah's going to join the party, but you can't get the isolation down, and Broxah knocked away with the condemn! Put back! Slapped aside by Nukeduck and Origin take 2.
And Cold showed how much damage this Zing
blown up.
Engage onto Nukeduck. This would be a massive 2v3. Hasn't got any mana though. Can't get away. The taunt's going to land. Shut down by Reckless. Long range shot from him.
And that's a big shutdown that just went into the hands of Reckless. Again, if we can still already be looking to utilize the manual to then set up a clean Baron take, whereas Origin just want to deny vision to find picks, find skirmishes, because they want to force Fnatic into these situations where they can't optimize the full power of their 5v5.
One of the advantages of the
multiple lanes with the Vayne and the Swain that are very strong duelists, but we actually see Cold going in right now.
Mithy and Patrick are coming in from the top side of this fight as well. Nukeduck rolling forward with the tumble. Hylissang, he's just dead. You just can't do it. Thank you very much, and that has to be a setup for Baron now.
And a lot of the pressure was simply because Urgot
and from Nemesis as well, so big gains for Origin.
And now that alleviates so much pressure. Now we just heard that Vedius was talking about
flash away from Whippo as well. That's 2 summoners from him now.
The turnaround.
They open up the encore for Fnatic. They turn onto Alfari, but he puts the demonic extension, and now he's a big tank in the front line. Cold almost goes down. Whippo pops the stopwatch, but he's going to fall very quickly. You have to think Nemesis there. Whippo down, and now Origin continues to push forward. Alfari taking up so much. Hylissang's finally joined the fight, but no one's on Nukeduck. Reckless gets a shot in, but it's not enough to take down the mid laner for Origin. Ends up being a 1-for-0 trade. Hylissang still getting chased down.
To the kill.
Alfari flashes in. That's another kill. And Broxah, Fnatic, Reckless, Nemesis, they can't do
anything. He is looking at coming up from the flank. I don't think he's gone through any vision.
3,000 HP left on the Baron.
Now they know,
Mithy's going to hit the Q onto him. Patrick jumps across the wall. Broxah has to jump away, but he's already done for. And now the Baron can be secured by Origin. They took the time they needed. They read the manual. They took it step by step. And in 27 minutes, they secure the Baron.
And it's going to be...
Maybe it's enough, but then Origin go for the turnaround. Mithy and Alfari acting as the front line, just focusing down a single member in Whippo. But now we see another fight in mid.
Fnatic going all in. They know they only have 1 shot to do it. Alfari goes golden, and now Fnatic had to get on the back foot because already there's so much damage coming out, and Nukeduck hasn't even joined the party yet. He says hello to Reckless, knows him back. Can't quite get the kill. The curtain's open. Nemesis down from Fnatic, and this is another kill. Hylissang falls. 3 down. Whippo falls as well. And Origin are just opening up the base to Fnatic now.
3 members are dead on the side of Fnatic. They're looking to go 0-2 in the first week. Origin will look to take down Fnatic.
They can actually push through the end here. Double 80 carry with the Baron up. There's only 2 members to stop it. I think it ends here.
It's over, it's done. Origin see the Nexus in their sight, and Nukeduck flashes forward for Reckless, gets back to the fountain. Maybe Reckless can hold on. One Nexus tower down. Origin 5 men strong. Open up hell on the second, and Reckless and Bronzer can do nothing about it. Origin write the next page in their history by beating Fnatic.
Next chapter, Fnatic 0-2 to start the LEC, from world champions to a false start and a brand new split for spring.
Happy faces on the side of Origin. Many questioned how they would look at the beginning of the split. Would the cohesion be there? But what a way to take down Fnatic as well. A lot of it was down to individual outplays. Cold, he had an impressive early game on that Xin Zhao. But Nukeduck was really the shining star on this vein. He did fantastically finding those picks, getting those outplays. Yes, he made one overextension in the top lane, but that was pretty much his only mistake in this entire game.
I do want to say team effort, though, for Origin. They made sure that Nukeduck was able to constantly be aggressive in the lane, to constantly be punishing Nemesis. So it was the entire team controlling the river, setting up all that vision, and allowing him to pop off.
Including their coach, Andre Giotta. Like, the willingness to say, we have Lucian Braun bot lane, what should we pick next? Let's pick Vayne into Galio. Let's pick Vayne into these tanks and go.
A feast or famine for both of them. You know, if they miss their power spikes, then it's really difficult to keep up in the game. With that Lissandra being picked out, that's the matchup that we expected. Mickey wasn't going to be looking for a gank there at an item disadvantage, but 3v3 now.
All right, the death sentence already secures a flash. Mickey decides to flash forward over it. That's a lot of damage onto Memento. He's running for his life. Gets headbutted to safety. Now the Void Seeker comes out. First blood picked up by Perks.
Better collapse there from G2. An excellent target selection there as G2 caught it out of the corner of my eye that Memento was in that jungle. Looked like he was about to get hit by Alistar, and then I think reset his positioning there as top lane. Flash.
Right. Defensive flash from Odoamne. Wonder's just going to run him down. Requiem should be able to pick it up. And Wonder stands by to easily secure it. Now all of a sudden, that's the engage! No ultimate! Abadagi, you've got to press R! That's really important! Now, flashes for flashes, teleport comes out. Memento's able to pick up the reply kill. Perks completes the teleport, but there's nothing more to follow up. And G2...
Just say, hey, Garthus, you got your ultimate available? I don't need to dive.
All right, no, you don't, but will upset mean to dive. Ignite is thrown down, flash used defensively. Perks chases him down. It was a pixel-perfect Void Seeker that interrupted the recall, and G2 Esports are starting to accelerate this game.
I mean,
how you're going to handle, that situation as we load back into game, and G2 take the first drag.
Now, I really like Ocean Dragon when you're kind of like pre-8 minutes hype train for Schalke. You know, I see them as they just went into the finals. I'll hold the thought, though.
All right, let's take a look. Wonder's going to get chunked down. Fear Beyond Death is available for Odoamne. He catches him through the shroud! And Akali players everywhere felt that one.
There you go, Odo. I'm still on the hype train.
Now, will the franchise player go down? Lantern is available, not going to get caught, not going to get found. Upset does it! But take a look at this. Killer Instinct comes forward. Requiem's available if it's needed. It's simply not needed. Schalke, they split the difference. Rift Herald picked up on top. They sacrificed their duo, and Abadagi completes the teleport as well. This is just going to be gifted to G2 Esports.
And an excellent turret aggro juggle right there that they get 3 for nothing, as well as the tower.
Another fight. There is some support from Memento, but it's just... that's the level of teamwork that was not shown yesterday. Yesterday, Schalke were on the same page, same, a strategy. And I'll finish the thought in a moment as Odoamne gets jumped on, and he might just be caught down. Pulled backwards by some infernal chains, and he does get taken out. Now, oh, this is cheeky. This is cheeky. What?
No one move.
Ladies and gentlemen, if
you never want to fall behind this composition because its team fights are so strong, but they're going to try.
All right, let's take a look. Mickey throws down his ultimate, blocking a lot of damage for now. Lantern is available, Memento goes in. Fear Beyond Death is dodged away from, and that is just a melted Urgot. Caps isn't done yet. He fancies himself a shot. He's got in 1v4. Requiem starts to channel, and boom! Yankos gets himself another. It's 10 kills to 2, and Caps gets out with his life. It's not done yet. You really wanted to bring up today was talking about how G2 Esports have this huge threat in the flexibility of their players, the depth of their respective champs. Every team in the league a free tip. ban Jankos' Karthus. Let's see whether or not anyone does next week. For now, though, Mickey will be going down. Just caught a little bit out of position. Good warding from Schalke allows them to punish the overextend. And it is a small solace, but they need a lot more of those to claw back this deficit.
And again, if we're focusing on good aspects of Schalke, although, again, I'm going to have to hold it.
Let's take a look. Perks has got the Hurricane, he's got the Storm Razors, and he's got himself another assist. It was, in fact, Caps. That's now 5-1-2 with a 700 gold bounty.
I don't think it's going to end there, Trevor. Wonder is being headed off by Ignar. I think he changed his mind. Wonder, like, turned around, gave him eyes. Ignar's like, I'm sorry, sir.
I think he would blow Ignar up with one rotation, especially because Jankos has got Requiem available. The box goes down, the flay's been used, Abadagi is coming in with the ultimate. Death Sentence goes wide, but the re-engage from Wonder picks up Ignar. Requiem's not even been used yet. And look at the Claw of Doom. Abadagi escapes with his life. Upset's trying to turn this one around, but you need to kill Jankos and stay healthy enough to survive the ultimate. Not gonna go down just yet. Whoa! Jankos kills Upset. I didn't think that was gonna happen. And give us a memento for free, because G2 get another one. Ladies and gentlemen, Odo Amne was joining his team, but like lambs to the slaughter. Schalke are being killed. Perks has got the red buff, and oh, this just feels a little bit bad. Gonna run him down with that Rage Blade. Here comes Mickey. Here comes Mickey. Gets the headbutt. Pulverize. And Caps is in behind as well. I am starting to feel a little bit dirty. Schalke have family. Schalke have friends. G2.
Yeah, so there's the Baron setup.
Yeah, and of course Ignar is 3, 4 autos, 5, about 6 or 7 autos. Plus a couple of Icathian range shots in there, easily run down.
Difference.
Oh, it's so difficult.
Steps that they must take to create and neutralize this map for them.
All right, let's take a look. Teleport being channeled on this inner turret. Perks is trying to turn the damage around. Remember, this is kind of a 2-on-3, but Schalke didn't fully commit. Now Memento's running for his life. Perks jumps in with the killer instinct. Yes, a death sentence lands, but it sentences Ignar to death. The box comes out, and G2 are between 2 turrets. Easily going to set up yet another kill for Wonder. That's a double for him. 19 kills to 4. And Schalke are now losing their base. Frostgurren, I do need to tell you I'm ever the optimist, okay? So I have to try and look at the silver lining here for Schalke.
Really bad news for you.
Okay.
I think the game's about to end, Trevor.
But Schalke are going to learn a lot from this particular moment, because really, it just fell away from them entirely. The Nexus turret is falling. The kills are not done yet. The franchise man Upset is down. And before 24 minutes, G2 had won the game. Just after 24 minutes, they killed the Nexus.
And when is anyone finally going to challenge G2 and make them show us something? We haven't gotten to see their huge macro performance or them really stretch in the draft. It's just the mechanical talent. They take any match that they want. They got solo kills, it felt like, across the board. 2v2 kills on the bot side, 1v1 kills in both top and mid lane. They don't even have to try to win these games.
No, they don't, and it does leave a lot to be desired. G2, the team that is expected to be in the final with this big change, they played to their expectation, arguably surpassing them. After yesterday's performance from Schalke, I'm a little sad to see it crumble, but I also understand that the team compositions were very much stacked, that if you didn't get ahead, it was going to be tough to catch back up.
And frankly, you're still against G2, and the more footage that we get of G2, I think people are going to be a bit more understanding as teams continue to just get wiped by this super team.
Yeah, I really like to see...
Leo, you have damage from Camille, Lucian, and the Cannon. You should have winning lanes in both bot and top lane. Jungle, because he doesn't have a bot lane to back him up.
Blue buff resets as well. Maxwell continues to push forward, though. Gets the Sunset, may get the smite down. Maxwell gonna get feared, but Gorilla's on his way. Headbutt Pulverize comes in. Maxwell doesn't have the E. Lissandra's coming across as well. Pyrian trying to join his team. Glacial Puff, Ring of Frost, looking for the blast cone. Gorilla will take it. Here comes Dreams across the wall as well. Now it's a 4v4 in the jungle. And first blood goes to Misfit, and second blood goes to Misfits. They react perfectly to the fight.
And it was Hans Sama who joined the fight that much quicker than Crown. Is zoning Crown Shot and Dreams away from the tower.
And no, Maxwell's waiting in the wings as well. Crown Shot doesn't have the spell shield anymore. The heal comes out for the movement speed. Maxwell can't quite connect the stun, but Crown Shot is done for anyway. Another kill to Hans Sama. 3.5 minutes in, Hans Sama's 3-0.
And it's just like we saw from Misfits last year. Self-made. He could be in trouble.
Essence Invaders as well.
Flash.
This is incredible for Misfits all across the map. They're just outplaying, but the fear comes off, and Selfmade will survive for the moment. No, he won't. The the veteran stamps the rookie in his place.
And Misfits find themselves there in the early game. They didn't prepare for what he could do, and now Maxwell is just having his way with the entire map.
Easy enough kill. The taunt coming out from Forbidden alongside the knockup, and Maxwell just follows it up for an easy, secure.
He is continuing the pressure. Back in the bot lane with his teammates. Crownshot does have the flash.
Crownshot's not allowed to get near his tower. He's dead once again.
Oh, no.
The gold differential between those AD carries is about 1,000
Way towards the top side of the map. Let's see if he can pull anything off.
So it still has the flash away. There it goes. Well, unable to connect with the decimating smash. But Pyrion comes across the wall, puts him in a tomb, try to put him in his place. The ignite comes down, and Soaz will tick, tick, boom down. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Misfits go for another engage. Can't quite find the connection.
Is that two members again attacking the bot lane?
Crownshot jumping out there. Maxlaw as well on the way. Gorilla jumps in. Dreams is down. And Crownshot, not long for the rift, I'm afraid. The swag ignite and they walk away. Realizes that Misfits are here to stay.
Well, it looks like the ones getting beaten want to stand back up.
So it's getting dive. Will go down. Gorilla comes to join the party as well. Selfmade pops the stopwatch to keep himself alive for the moment, but the tower's still working its way through Whirlip. There's the hero's entrance. Galio joins the party, brings down the hammer. Not going to connect on anyone. Engage with an unstoppable onslaught. That's not where you want to be. Whirlip taunted under the tower, and he will pay for it with his life. Dreams jumping around straight into the winds of war. He gets clapped in the back by Forbidden.
And what was a 2 versus 4? Ends
It's
up Gorilla right now in the game, and Crownshot, you need to be careful.
Crownshot slicing Maelstrom put into the just electrical doom room there by Maxlow and Soaz. That is not a pretty sight.
You can take bad fights and still win them, just because the raw numbers that you have just overwhelm your opposition. Skill stops becoming a factor at a certain point if the playing field isn't even, do you know what I mean? So, Misfits, I think they just need to, I mean, they can group up, they can play multiple lanes, they need to avoid things like this.
Nocturne jumping in on towards Hansama, pops the stopwatch to keep himself alive for the moment. There's a great knockup from Whirlip as well, but Hansama very low, self-made, can't quite get the damage down, and Hansama survives! The standing AD carry from Misfits just keeps himself alive, gets the double. Pyrion tries to find a path to escape, but cannot find it, and now Whirlip is stuck in a bush. He has nowhere to go. Gorilla will fall, but Whirlip's going to fall not shortly after. Hansama will answer the slicing. Maelstrom comes out mid, Crownshot's down. It's almost, it is an ace for Misfits, 15 minutes in across the map. Spoken of. Here comes the full engage, though, underneath the tower, the taunt combo, Pyrion didn't even have time to get away. This will be the inhibitor. As you said, you just want Misfits to dive, and they are looking to end this one very, very quickly.
Yeah, just group and dive. You have a massive gold lead. There's literally nothing you have to be afraid of. Baron's about to spawn. You can head over to that. The biggest thing Misfits potentially have to be scared of is Baron being stolen from them, but even then, in the day, Misfits, if they really want to make a statement, need to be faster than that.
Well, Maxwell to get knocked up there. Well, knocked back into the team, put into the Hexagon of Maiden, pops the unstoppable onslaught, but he's going to get caught out. He's down already. Forbidden just zoning off the remaining 3 members of SK on that back line. Eventually, Pyrion will join them, but now it's a 4v5 in favor of Misfits, just looking for the inhibitor tower.
Yeah, and the front line is gone, but
Charm onto Hansama immediately QSS's. He's an item and a half ahead of his enemy AD carry. This will be the next inhibitor down. Misfits have to decide if they want to stick here or back away, reset, and go for the Baron.
Very quick reactions from Hansama there. 2 inhibitors have been taken. 20 minutes into the game.
Sadly, Vedios is not going to be the quickest game of all EU history. That was 20:55, but Gorilla's trying to make it a little bit quicker as he jumps in on towards Pyrion and Whirlip. The inhibitor tower falls, and now Misfits can take the full-on fight. There's the slicing mouse from the electrical storm coming in, unable to connect onto SK, but forces them away, and now 3 inhibitors down, 22 minutes in. Misfits can just look to push in with the supers.
Yeah, they're just waiting for the super minions to arrive into the base. It's here and ready to play. The Nexus is in their sights. This is SK's last-ditch effort.
Dreams pops the ultimate, but can't quite find the connection. First Nexus tower goes down. Pyrion jumping forward with the Hextech gun, Hextech Protobelt. Can't quite find anything from that, though, and the second Nexus tower already down. SK going back to the Foundry trying to heal themselves up, but you need to heal your towers because the next Nexus tower is about to fall, and here comes the engage. There's the Galio, brings down the hammer, and with the might of Thor, Misfits just wipe SK off the map. 1 down already, chasing Dreams to the side. Whirlip falls. SK have nowhere to go. Even their own base is not safe, and that is just an incredible performance from SK in what was meant to be a back-and-forth boxing match. Misfits just turned it into a street fight, and they beat SK into the dirt.
The quickest game of LEC so far in 2019. GG's come across the board as Misfits just dismantle SK. What a sight it was. I wasn't expecting that.
I was not either, Betty.
You know, we saw it in the draft. We knew that Maxwell would look to be aggressive. We knew that he would try and play around bot. We thought there was going to be more in combination with the Galio. Around the level 6 mark, maybe they try and set up some dives. But nope, level 2 bot lane.
I even had a really cool name for the Hextech Ultimatum Galio ult Slicing Maelstrom combo.
Yeah?
It's the Electrical Doom Room.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But now you can't use it, so sucks for you.
Or Thor's Boxing Ring.
No, too late. You gotta save him for another day,
I know,
right? Now, seal of disapproval.
Quickshot said it was good. He said it was, he clapped.
Seal of Kaiser. You.
Oh.
There it is. I got one.
But wait, so that means we're going to see the Sejuani game is a tank that does damage. So Zach, sadly, can clear the jungle. Not going to do a lot of damage here. Northscarin, though, getting frisky, throwing it down. Flash shield will be available. 3 auto attacks. Looking for the 4th. The flash forward, the stun, the heal now coming out. The ignite is there. Attila running the flash forward from Kabi. They wanted to get it. Black shield, not enough. Can't stop the auto. The pizza going to bring it home.
And the Splice bottom lane find themselves first blood. This is not getting a blue buff at level 5 will really help.
Oh, rinse and repeat. Goes in, waits for the black shield to land on the target. You can only shield one person. Beautifully played by Splice. You wanted some early aggression, and they're here to deliver, Vedius.
Love this from Xerxes, who recognizes that there's no summoner spells in the bot.
Gonna tank layaways to the face. Suzuki has to be careful because Zach's now coming in. They want to try to knock this up, but if the Karthus goes down, it'll turn immediately. Northscarin is here first on the roam, but Jizuke is going to get that death-defied passive. Clips him with it. That's the tipper you want from Northscarin, knocking it down. Ulti is going to come out, but not to much effect. Lackluster.
Denying your camps away from you. He was stealing everything you could possibly want, whereas Mowgli much more on the farm side, looking for potential ganks, trying to scale more towards team fights, and now we will see an early play from him.
Knockout comes in from Vizicachi, clears the wave as well, so Mowgli's going to tank it up, does have the Frostformer passive though, he's going to try to back out, damage comes through. Vizicachi going to resurrect, going to run for the kill. Mowgli now going to run for his life, but the slow is there, and they are going to be able to walk away from that one.
Okay, pretty clean.
So despite interesting Zach animation once again, a little bit of spectator error there, but Humanoid now going to flash forward looking for the fight himself, but there is Mowgli immediately trying to take off here, pulling him back into my eyes, but that is a dead Karthus, but he's still throwing out the damage, and here comes Cabo. Northscarin is there, but they might not have enough damage to start the fight right up until Chachi gets there. Cabo going to look for the disengage. Mowgli, though, maybe the one under fire. Sidestep there on the Braum ulti. Mowgli going to go down. Cabo now in no man's land, but Jack Troll is here for the backup. They have to be careful. How are they going to land the CC? The tether is now coming out onto Northscarin. They're backing off. Black Shield there to stop, and he followed back. That's the ignite. Burn, baby, burn. Northscarin going to drop. Vizicachi taken out as well, and if anyone's going to fight you like that, it's going to be Vitality.
And it's Vitality that actually come out on top in terms of the kills. I believe calculated in a very traditional Splice style.
And unfortunately, on the other side for Vitality, they're forced a little bit on the back foot here. They're not able to match with an objective of their own. Still hoping that Cabo can solo take down that tower against Vizicachi. Scion, though, may not win the 1v1.
I define all of the lore. Now, 3 members of Splice in the top lane.
Jack Troll going to move in, though. Knows that he's locked up here, tries to get the soul shackles. Uses just a little bit more. Now wants to back off. Cersei trying to find the connection onto Attila, but he's still alive. It's going to require a massive outplay from the Bane, but they're getting lower and lower. The Karthus ulti now going to come in, but now that the Braum is connected with the concussive blows, Attila is all but doomed. The third stack doesn't proc, but Humanoid now in trouble. Cabo trying to come in and clean up, but the rest of the team is here. Jizuke now going to have to back off. Cabo running. Mowgli stuck between a rock and a hard place. Has to flash over the wall as well, and things are just falling apart for this Vitality lineup. Have to consider now, other than the on the hunt, as it will come out against Cabochard. They're hoping to catch him out the sidestep. Oh, the to the skies is just so clean, but sadly it is not enough. Too many members there. Kabi going to pick up the kill. Now unstoppable. Excellent pickoff there from Splice. The question, though, is this replay on the picture-in-picture. Just excellent sidestep on the binding, and sadly, Cassia, once she slows you down, she's just going to run you down. Morgana not with a lot of tools to stop that. Of course, picking that one up means it could recoup about 1,000 of the gold loss if they can use it to break a tower. But right now, as it ticks lower and lower, it does not look like Vitality are going to get an ideal setup with that very items approaching 3. We were, if you were a Vitality fan, you were hoping for that power spike. You're hoping to see Attila go to these side lanes, take down the opposition, but he's just not getting the opportunity as the threat of Splice grouping as they are now, as they take the Mountain Drake.
See, they're not actually allowing Splice to pull this one off. Now, face check from Chachi.
Gonna go down. Chachi now in trouble. Kabi trying to zone out, but here comes Cabo Shard. Being forced back, can't be disabled. Tokyo Drift, not gonna get it. Gets taken down. Attila gonna grab that one. Kill gonna be a big pick up. The root coming in as well. Jizuke tempted to try to fire back. Splice counting against Splice. Vizicachi will respond as the smite, though, not the TP, cannot come. We gotta see where is Xerxes gonna be. He's not gonna get there soon enough. That's the Baron for Vitality. Splice have to be shaking their head after that one. They were in control.
Zuke as well. This Vitality has reached a point where if they go for that 5v5, it doesn't look so one-sided for Splice anymore.
And Splice maybe not going to be able to dictate the pace in terms of forcing these fights.
I think the caster should control it. I think we push a button. The arena slowly shrinks.
But of course, the perfect setup could come out. Till now going to try to back away. Vizichar trying to move over, but Combo is there on the flank. Now the ulti coming in. There's the Requiem. Health bar's getting cut down. Jackdrill's still alive, but we now going to bust out with a stopwatch there. Vizichar can take it down. Humanoid on his one suffers the Karthus in the melee range. Kabe running as fast as he can. Attila now picked up. He can't stealth. He can't move out. Oh my! Just deliver it to him. Call Liferando. Call Deliveroo. This man needs a job. Kabe finally think that they have the engaged Vedius, but they absolutely do not. A Black Shield stops anything from going on to Attila. The game turning in the favor of Vitality. The 1-1 curse alive and well for the Splice lineup and Vitality, reminding us how they earned their spot at Worlds.
They still got to get more kills. They still have to end things out. Vitality take the win over Splice.
And at the end of the day, neither team walks away 100% satisfied. Both teams walk away 1-1 on the week.
You can see the shaking of the head from Yamato. He's got a smile, but he is very much like, that could have been better.
I wanted you to know, you ran it down for a little bit.
1, 2, 3, amazing!
And that's what matters. And at the end of the I just got to praise Cabo. Because while things were going wrong on the other side of the map, Cabo kept a cool head, slowly built those advantages, found 1 or 2 ganks from Mowgli, and it feels like that power point did help.
Just to reiterate for anyone who may have missed it, Jessica accidentally picked Rumble in the pick and ban phase. He requested from League officials that we could remake the lobby with the same pick and ban, get to that 3rd place match. Now, Kadril's gone for an invade here. Xerxes going to trade into him. Skirmisher Saber with a longsword up against just a Skirmisher Saber, and Kadril's winning out for the moment. Humanoid on his way with the World Ender. Exile's going to come across the wall as well. Needs to go in. Lands the Fear Beyond Death. And we'll pull the Sejuani back. We're having meat tonight, says Exile. 1-for-1 trade.
Ooh, really good trade there, but over-aggression from... They're going to start sieging onto this tower and poking things down, and here we see an engage.
Engaged. Nilskeven wasn't there in time. Kasing gets a lot of damage down, but rooted up. Kadril's on his way as well. The cleanse used, expects teleported down towards the bottom lane. Xerxes here as well. Kobe low. Doesn't have the ability to get away. He's just going to get chucked out by Jetsko. They get 2. Incredible stuff from XL diving in the bottom lane.
And all of XL's focus,
They invested on it as a team. All 5 members coming down there. Expect with the early teleport, you can't cancel that anymore. They needed to get something out of it. Tasting it. It's like, I want my meal tonight. You're not going to deny me, but he doesn't. Kadril now on his way. Humanoid realizes able to get away with the unboard trespass just for the moment. Xerxes going to turn it around. Kadril's got a little bit too deep here, a little bit too ham, and Xerxes will take him down because of it.
huge overextension there from Kadril. This is the 2nd time we've seen it this game. First at the
Jump across if he wants to get in there in time, because it's down to 1,000 HP, and already the Infernal Drake is gone, but Splice might want the fight. You can see Xerxes waiting just around the corner, misses the bowler. Kadril now needs to get away. Will pop his own ultimate. It's rooted in place and will sacrifice himself for the dragon.
So 1 life for Infernal Drake is not too bad for XL, depending on your perspective. Definitely
Kasing, who is one of the most veteran players in the LEC.
Yep, but we might not have time as a fight is kicking off.
Humanoid pops the World Ender, looking for the engage onto Kadril. Exhaust comes down as well. Kadril jumps away. There's the Fear Beyond Death, but it's not going to get the kill because, of course, that World Ender was on. Kadril goes gold, and Xerxes now on the wrong side of Expect. Kasing coming forward. Humanoid chasing onto Exo. The fight's on 2 fronts. They can just about catch Xerxes, and they will survive for the moment. But the decimating smash from Chachi's going to try and keep Exile in place. Pulled back. No. Flashes away. Nilskeven now dead as well. And Exile have come out on top of the fight. Look at Kasing. He's chasing forward once again, leading the front line for Excel.
Now Splice, they're looking to find a kill on Expect.
Great stun onto Expect there, locks him down. He has the flash, but he's actually going to try and use it to come down here. Humanoid will get the kill. Good stuff from Splice. They're the ones to find the pick.
So this was a bit of an oversight from XL, because typically this game back in favor of Splice.
And now has his 2nd completed item as well, alongside with that Black Cleaver. The Yumu's Ghostblade was his 1st, then Black Cleaver, both in the last second. Has that Zeke's Convergence finish, which I really like on the Rakan, one of his key items. Expect overextended once again. You can see Exile's down towards the bottom lane, does have the teleport, but Xerxes here and has that ultimate. Doesn't quite connect. The ace in the hole coming out as well. They're burning everything on Expect, but a kill is a kill, say Splice, and they will take down the top laner of XL.
But again, XL, they can't really punish anywhere else on the map. They don't have a minion eyes on the Yordle. Here comes the Yomus.
I feel like we're in the point where Humanoid just 1v1s this right now. Expect just trying to walk his way away, but the stopwatch straight into the ultimate, and Expect for the 3rd time in a row will be XL's death. Splice take the lead in the kill
And
score.
Exile's trying his best to pressure, but Vizicachi is there, Kobe's on his way.
Yeah, now Exile just pushed too far as well. Didn't realize that Kobe was on this side of the map, but Kobe will just continually pound away with those headshots. Not really a huge amount Exile can do. He's trying to walk his way away, but eventually he'll fall. Shut down, goes across to Chachi, and Exile don't really have an answer.
Yeah, and ooh, the flash comes in from Kasing. He's not able to land the charm. He will finally hit Xerxes.
Cadra's going to jump forward, but Xerxes still has his flash, so that's the ultimate used by Kasing, but that's only on to Expect. Here comes the teleport. The fight's going to start, but look at the damage coming out from Kobe. Bullets to the back of Expect, down to half HP already. Xerxes comes in, straight into the bowler. Cadral gets demolished, and all of Exile get deleted. 2 down already, and Splice just keep rolling that train forward. There's no stopping the hype train for Splice right now. There's a 3rd kill, the tower their target.
Perfect 5v5 team fight for Splice. They started off by getting very good chip.
Well, gonna fight this one. Jessica staying around to get the dragon, just about gets it. Will sacrifice himself, but can an insect flash? Gets away for the moment. Humanoid can still chase forward. Flash ignite. That's a lot burnt from Humanoid there.
Yeah, but it will still be a Baron in favor of Splice. They finally get themselves the gold lead from the Caitlyn after they caught Exile on the trap. It was actually pretty significant, but he's just going to go back to base. He has the TB.
Cadra's going to get pulled back here. Has the GA. Pops the Crescent Slash as well to try and get away. Chachi there. Gets the damage down, pops that GA. Exile now trying to step forward, but a great bowler's going to connect, and already Cadra's dead. Here comes the Equalizer. Maybe Exile looking to turn this one around. Kasing has the ultimate and the engaged tools, but it's only Chachi really who has taken Baron empowered minions from Splice. And you saw in that fight, Exile don't have a huge amount of damage yet.
One too many mistakes, which Splice could use to stall out, and now they're sieging onto the base. Exile have just lost their first inhibitor tower. Humanoid is sieging up topside. He's looking for another inhibitor tower. Splice looking very clean and calculated in the late game.
8,000 gold lead now for Splice. They break through those 2 inhibitor towers, looking for the inhibs to follow it up. Dan Baron's still got a long way left to tick. 3 minutes left on that buff for Splice as well. They're grouped up as a 5-man in the top lane, and this inhibitor just getting chipped away at piece by piece by piece.
Exile doing what they can to defend his
Engage from Kasing, tries to get us the backline. Jessica jumps forward as well, but he just hasn't got the damage yet. Kasing jumps out, Crescent Slash comes out from Cadral. 1 down, but that's the world ender. Not even the GA pop yet. Exile misses. Xerxes gets the kill onto Cadral. Kasing running away, and Splice now stepping forward. Step by step, they just walk their way into the Exile base, and Exile really can't do much against this at all. Exile down, Exile just dumpstered in their own base. 2nd inhibitor will fall as well, and Splice will look for the win.
Splice, their front line is just too tanky. Exile cannot break through it. The super minions and the Baron Power minions are sieging through. Splice are looking for more.
Kobe's just getting shut down after shut down. Norscarin will pay for it with his life, but eventually Expect will fall. Triple kill for Kobe to round it out, and what better way to do it than with the franchise man. Splice will pick up their first win in the LEC.
Things look very promising for Exile in the early game. I love their split map. I love the way that they denied the Caitlyn Morgana in the early stages of play. But Splice, that experience really came through. They recognized the small gaps, the small mistakes that Exile were making, and they were very quick to punish. They took kills off of Expect, they found a couple of towers, they closed that goal gap, and then they just played very calm, very meticulously around things like the bat, very patient, and they relied on their scaling, which Exile unfortunately didn't really have any answers for.
That's the reason Splice are always seen that, playoff contenders. They're not going to give you the game. You have to get the game from them. You have to take it from them. Even if you have an early lead, they're not going to make